Doctors are addressing concerns today about the COVID vaccine in pregnant women, as well as the effects it could have on fertility.
And while they are seeing some hesitancy, a specialist at Spectrum Health says that all the data so far points to no issues. And in fact, they're seeing COVID antibodies from the vaccine being passed on to babies.
There is a hesitancy. I think that's sort of a natural response.
A natural response to a vaccine that's so new. But Dr. Michael Chamise, a maternal fetal medicine physician at Spectrum Health, is encouraging expectant moms to consider vaccination.
We know and we have seen through multiple studies that the COVID infection in a pregnant mom usually can lead to worse outcomes. There seems to be potentially even a threefold increased risk in ICU admissions alone from the infection.
He says it's all about looking at community spread and potential COVID exposure.
So it's the risk of getting the infection while being pregnant, balanced by the vaccine, looking at the safety, how effective it is, and that should all be taken into account when making that decision.
In studies from the CDC, Dr. Chamise says adverse outcomes in vaccinated pregnant women were unchanged.
So the miscarriage rate and the stillbirth risk specifically were no different from baseline risks, which was very reassuring to know. And
he also points to a new study from the American Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology showing promising results about moms passing along their vaccine-built antibodies.
The American Journal study out of Boston suggested that we should be looking to vaccinate because it creates a better immune response, creates a more robust immune response. And not only that, it protects the pregnant mother, but also can protect the neonate who could eventually be exposed after delivery.
And when it comes to the vaccine impacting fertility, Dr. Chamise calls the notion unfounded.
With respect to fertility, that was categorically and scientifically disproven that there is no link between vaccination and a reduction or change in fertility of any kind.
And that same American Journal study showed that vaccinated breastfeeding moms also showed signs of passing along those antibodies. Dr. Chamise says that the plan is to eventually be able to offer that vaccine at OB.